to take a little second because when I sat down before, I thought, I don't know anyone here, but I do know some of you. So that's really exciting for me. And it's really exciting for me because I like to cook food for people that I know. Hi, Cass. See? Someone from school. My name is Tanya. I'm a baker. I'm a self-taught baker. The reason I'm a baker is I come from a family of really talented cooks. My mum is an amazing cook. My grandmother was an amazing cook. There was no space in there for me to shine. But my mum and grandmother are Chinese. So I was like, bonus, they don't know how to bake. And I grew up as a very Greek child and person. I just loved to eat good food. And with a half Chinese and half Dutch upbringing, food as medicine was just a standard in our life. Which is kind of funny because the other thing is I grew up with parents who smoked and drank a lot of alcohol, did all the spraying the insect stuff. And I kind of worked out from an early age that poison is no good, and I wanted to steer away from that. So working with these guys has been amazing because they have the right ethos, and I didn't even realize. I asked my friends, Randall and Janita, I started making bread at COVID because we were doing other baked goods through Wandering Cooks, and we had to pivot. And Janita said, why don't you come and make some bread and see if anyone wants to buy it from the Echo Valley community, which has been such a beautiful, supportive group. And then I was like, I need more people to buy stuff. She said, oh, you should speak to Kristen. And we've been talking since then. And after Kristen invited us to offer some bread to the spray-free community, I didn't even think that with the name Spray-Free Pharmacy, it would be about food as medicine. I just thought, yeah, they must like nice bread. I like nice bread, that works. And we get our flour from an amazing business called Sovereign Foods, who also supports Spray-Free. And I remember talking to Tor one day, and he said, yeah, they're all about food as medicine. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Anyway, I started baking bread. I have a degree in math. That's what happens. When you have a degree in math, you just decide you like baking. I went to England and worked in real estate for many years. That was super fun. And when we came back to Australia, I realized that I actually just needed to work in food. Because I just think about food all day. Every day, all the time. What am I going to eat? What are you going to eat? What can we make? For example, I've just been on a road trip with my family for 7 days. We've driven 3,500 kilometers, and me and my son have just been thinking about making cereal, which we're going to make tomorrow. But bread, my dad was Dutch, so we only grew up with kind of Dutch bread. It's kind of heavier. It's dense. I love dense. Dense bread is the best. It's really tasty. You have to have good teeth to eat it. And I just found that it was something that I could do. And through the palette of bread, I was able to then explore my more Chinese flavors and make fun breads. Like our Chinese New Year bread with the black bean and chili and spring onion, or just whatever thing we think we want to eat and we'll throw in bread. So thank you for everybody who tries it and keeps buying those breads, because it makes it really exciting. Yeah.
Thank you, Tanya. On my health journey, gluten was actually one of the first things I removed, which was amazing. Like it had a great result for me. But I can actually eat your bread, because it's organic, it's made with such love, and that slow process of fermentation, I think, makes all the difference on your gut. Our next guest tonight is our very own mushroom man. I have known Christian for about 6 years now, since our kids started prep together. And amongst our community, he has always been known for his love of mushrooms and his ability to forage and find mushrooms in the bush. I often find mushrooms and I take a photo and send it to him and say, can I eat this? Is this safe? Most of the time he says, only if you want vomiting and diarrhea for a day or two. So it was no surprise when Christian made the leap from working in the organic food industry to becoming a full-time mushroom farmer, and we are so blessed that we get to enjoy his beautiful mushrooms every week. The shiitakes, if you haven't tried them yet, are the best I have ever tried. You'll never go back to eating normal mushrooms after you eat these. So please welcome Christian Wolf from Wolf and Cub.